As we've learnt with all sugar paste flowers, we always have to have dried centres. For this particular rose that I'm making, I'm going to be using no cutters whatsoever, and I'm going to be pushing with my fingers. So I do need an 18 gauge wire. Hook your wire round. These are very difficult to do because it's quite a heavy wire, this is. Give yourself quite a big hook because unlike sugar paste, we're not going to put any glue on. My paste I'm using today is going to be a red and orange for this. So to make it, I've got to take some. I'm using the magenta red, and I'm using just a little tiny piece of it. Don't use too much. I'm using a little tiny piece of yellow to make an orange colour, mixed together. Look at that, and I really have just achieved a bright red. I don't want it as red as that, so I want it orange, so I'm going to half that and use some more yellow with it to make it more of an orange colour. Yes, I've got a very deep orange now, which again I don't want, so I'm going to put some Artista Soft, take some off, wrap up quite firmly and keep on one side. Now I have to make a cone. As you will see by the side here, I've got lots of dried ones already. As we have been doing sugar paste for some time now, the size of your bud depends on what size of rose you want to achieve. If you're doing little tiny flowers, then obviously you need a little tiny bud. If you're doing a big rose, you would need a bigger bud. I'm particularly going to make one this size to show you, and then I'll show you what kind of flower and how big the rose will be when it's completed, to see what kind of bud you make. Roll it in your hands, roll it round on the board if you need to, and make a cone of it. You don't need any glue, just take the cone, insert it with your fingers. Make sure it's well on. I always make sure it's right up to the tip of the cone, so that basically it's going to be on. It's going to make sure it's safe so that when you go to use it, it won't come off. I do recommend that you dry these for a good 24 hours so they're quite solid when you start to use them.